Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all fine and safe at home. Children, welcome back to Science e-learning class. Children, are you ready? Okay, let's begin our class. Children, today we are going to learn a new lesson. Title of the lesson is Solids, Liquids and Gases. Children, we are surrounded by a number of things. Everything in this universe is made of something. Everything is made up of matter. Air we breathe, water we drink are made up of matter. Your books, your bag, food you eat, clothes you wear are made up of matter. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Mass means amount of material in an object. That means weight. Weight. Occupies space means matter needs space. Children, what is matter? Yes, any substance that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Everything that we can touch, see and feel is made up of matter. All matter is made up of very small particles. The way in which these particles are arranged within matter results in the three different states of matter known as solid, liquid and gas. Children, matter exists in three states: solids, liquids and gas. Next, particle arrangement in matter. First, solids. In solids, the particles are tightly packed. So, there is minimum intermolecular space. Hence, attraction between molecules is more. So, they cannot move. This is why solids generally have a fixed shape. Example, brick, ice. Next, liquids. In liquids, molecules are loosely packed. That means the particles are not as tightly packed as in solids. The intermolecular space between them is more as compared to solids, and attraction between molecules is less. Therefore, molecules can move freely and allowing liquids to flow. The liquids have a definite volume but no definite shape. A liquid takes up the shape of the container it is poured into. Example, water in a glass, milk in a jug. Next, gas. In gases, molecules are very far apart, which implies that the intermolecular space is maximum. Also, the intermolecular forces of attraction between molecules are the weakest, allowing them to move freely with a greater speed. That's why gases have no definite shape or volume. The particles are far apart from each other and can move freely. So gases can flow easily and take up all the available space. Example, steam is a gas. Children, solids have a definite shape and volume. Why? Yes, in solids, molecules are very closely packed. So, there is minimum intermolecular space. Hence, the attraction between molecules is more, so they cannot move. Hence, solids are hard, rigid, and have a definite shape and volume. Next, change of state. Matter can change its form from one state to another. Heating and cooling can change the arrangement of particles in a substance and thereby its state. For example, when water liquid is heated, it changes to water vapor. It's a gaseous form. And when ice is a solid form, it changes to melts and it changes to water, the liquid form again. Children, when water is heated, it changes into water vapor. See, water vapor. Water vapor. Water vapor is a gaseous form. When ice is a solid form. Ice is a solid form. When it melts, it changes into liquid again. See, again it changes into liquid. It is a form of energy. On heating, the particles gain energy and so move further apart. On heating, a solid changes to a liquid and a liquid into a gas, that you all know. On heating, these particles gain energy and move further apart. Just the opposite happens when a substance is cooled. The particles lose energy, heat energy, and move closer. Therefore, on cooling, a gas changes into a liquid and a liquid into a solid. Let's understand these changes in terms of the movements of these tiny particles. First, evaporation. When water is a liquid form is heated, it changes into water vapor, which is its gaseous form. Changing of a liquid into its gaseous form is called evaporation. Changing of a liquid into its gaseous form is called evaporation. On heating, the particles of water start moving or vibrating faster. Finally, they break free from their existing arrangement and escape into the air as gas, where the particles can move much more freely. Children, what is evaporation? Yes, changing of a liquid into its gaseous form is called evaporation. Children, changing of a liquid into its gaseous form. Gaseous form is called evaporation. Changing of liquid into its gaseous form is called evaporation. Next, condensation. Changing of a gas into a liquid is called condensation. Water vapor condenses to form water. Cooling a substance slows down the movement of its particles. Therefore, the particles become less free to move, thus forming a liquid. Next, melting. The particles in an ice cube are rigidly packed to give it a fixed shape. Children, you all know when an ice cube is taken out of the refrigerator, it gradually melts. Changing of a solid into a liquid is called melting. Changing of a solid into a liquid is called melting. This happens because the temperature changes when we take out. In a warm place, the particles in ice start vibrating faster and finally break away from their rigid pattern. Rigid means fixed. They become loosely packed as in liquid and form water. The particles in an ice cube are rigidly packed to give it a fixed shape. See, when ice cube is taken out of the refrigerator, it gradually melts. See, gradually melt. The changing of a solid, the solid into liquid is called melting. Next, solidification. Changing of a liquid into its solid form is called solidification. Changing of a liquid into its solid form is called solidification. We all know that water forms ice upon freezing. Freezing is a type of solidification. The particles move faster when heated and slow down when cooled. Heating and cooling change the matter from one state to another state. All of you take your science booklet and write the notes. Lesson 4, Solids, Liquids and Gases. Answer the following. First question, what is matter? Any substance that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Second question, differentiate between solids, liquids and gases in terms of their particle arrangement. Solids, liquids, gases. First, particles are tightly packed. In liquids, particles are not as tightly packed as in solids. Particles are far apart from each other. Particles cannot move away from each other. Particles can move and slide over each other. Particles can move freely. Third point, they have a fixed shape. They flow and take the shape of the container they are poured into. They can flow easily and take up all the available space. Thank you children. Have a nice day.